This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. We'll call for the fair catch here. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Now from the pistol formation. And now the handoff. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
1st and 10 now for the offense. He's past the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It's a run to the left, and they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Running play called on third and short. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by their offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now play number 9 on this drive. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Going for his running back. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Now they're running on the toss. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's got it. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
A new set of downs after that completion. Gives it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They'll hand it off. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
He's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third down, out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on a jet sweep. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. Ready.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, tied.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launches downfield. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Got to do something here on third down to get back in range. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Bulldogs are in the red zone. The linebacker shifting around now. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Always looking to throw. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Breaks loose at the 45. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Here's the 2nd down play. The shotgun running play call. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can... Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the Oh, the football's fumbled. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Georgia. At 6 points. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. The backs got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Short throw complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Throws a stiff arm. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass is caught. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handoff to the right side. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tailback takes the handoff again. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Fourth down coming up.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made after a big gain.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward?
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And with that, they retake the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I get wanting to be aggressive. But down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, we've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.